Hello everyone, I'm Garrett Severin with Nordhavn Southeast. Today we're in beautiful North Palm Beach aboard this amazing 2019 Nordhavn 76 named TUGNACIOUS. We will start our tour here in the cockpit area. We have a gorgeous settee here, seating for probably about 8 with the settee and loose furniture. On the later versions of the Nordhavn 76, we extended this upper deck right here, which allows for a solid cover all the way back, so the cockpit is totally enclosed, which allows for this nice barbecue console area here too. One nice feature here in the cockpit is the aft control station. This is a great place to operate the boat if you're backing down. You have your hydraulic thruster control, you have engine control, horn, start-stop buttons, and also your underwater lights control. TUGNACIOUS is what we call a double walkway boat, so there are walkways on both the port and starboard side. This walkway here on the starboard side will take us all the way up to the foredeck, so please follow me. So here on the side walkway, there are many neat features. You can tell a lot of thought went into this build. These are the new windows. These are the glued-in frameless windows, and it is set up for storm plates. Here we have, behind this covered locker door, we have the diesel fills. These are directly above the tank, so there's no bellies in the lines. It fills very quickly. And here we have the new fiberglass doors. Fiberglass doors replaced the old painted aluminum doors that you'd see a lot, and the paint would bubble and flake off. It's not gonna happen on these doors. Another real neat feature here is these alcoves. There's 1, 2, 3 of them here. It allows for this door to swing all the way open 180 degrees and stay in place. So now we're up on the foredeck of TUGNACIOUS. This vessel is equipped with a 2,500 pound telescoping steelhead davit. This is capable of lifting the 17-foot rigid tender with a 70 horsepower outboard. We have a great storage deck box here underneath the davit. This is equipped with electrical outlets, fresh water, salt water, and compressed air. So moving forward here on the foredeck, there are 2 flush deck hatches. These are great wet storage. And then we also have our anchor well. TUGNACIOUS is equipped with 2 hydraulic Maxwell VWC 4500 windlasses. We have 400 feet of 1/2-inch chain on each side. We have Freeman hatches to access the chain lockers. For anchors, we have 1 polished stainless steel plow anchor. This is 300 pounds. And then we have 1 galvanized Rockna anchor, and this is 300 pounds as well. So moving aft from the foredeck, we're going to go through this Portuguese bridge door. As you can see, this door is held up by these beautiful pantograph stainless steel hinges. So here on the Portuguese bridge, we actually have quite a bit of storage. We have this storage locker here. We have a storage locker here. This one's great for boat cleaning supplies. Here on the port side, we have a gasoline tank. This gasoline tank is to fill the tender. It holds about 50 gallons of gasoline, and it has its own 24-volt pump. Behind this small locker door here, we have access to fresh water and compressed air and pressure washer. Another great feature here on the Portuguese bridge are the port and starboard wing stations. This is a great place to operate the boat when you're maneuvering in tight areas, especially when docking. So in the wing stations here, we have thruster control, we have a follow-up lever for your rudder, engine controls, engine start-stop, and a horn button. So making our way aft, we'll walk around the pilot house and to the aft deck here. So here on the aft deck, we have a great settee, forward and aft settees, nice table, and then this just massive area. Now this area used to be smaller in some of the older 76s, but since we stretched the deck by about 7 feet, it's just great for lounge chairs or whatever else you can think of. So safety on any boat is important. I mean, especially ocean-going Nordhavn like this boat here. So this TUGNACIOUS is equipped with 2 SOLAS approved and US Coast Guard approved 8-man life rafts. In the unlikely event that you would need these life rafts, this custom mount was designed to hinge open, allow the life raft to release with nothing to impede it. So through the aft salon door here, we will now enter the salon. This is a great salon. The owners of this vessel really did a great job choosing the woods. So we have cherry wood, maple wood, and charcoal wood, along with the contrasting wall covering. It just gives it a very modern, contemporary feel, but not over the top. So the salon on Tugnacious has this very comfortable L-shaped settee. There's storage below this gorgeous coffee table. This also hinges up and there's storage below that. It has a loose lounge chair, and actually behind the lounge chair is a Sub-Zero wine cooler. And then we have this fixed dining table with a compass rose inlay, and the carpenters just did a fabulous job with this. So moving forward from the salon, we're going to make our way toward the galley. But here, prior to the galley, we have this coffee station here. This is equipped with a Miele whole bean coffee system, warming drawer, and small refrigerator for milk and creamer. Here at the coffee station, we have storage drawers, as well as just after we have more storage drawers. Now these drawers were equipped with custom acrylic glass holders. Keep your glasses safe and secure and keep them from banging against each other while you're underway. So here on the starboard side, just after the galley, we have the main electrical panel. I know it looks overwhelming, but it's really not. This is where all the power management is going to happen, where you're going to control your inverters, your generators, and basically anything electrical related. So as we continue forward, we'll make our way into the galley. The galley is equipped with 3 bar stools. These are all counter height. The galley on Tugnacious is equipped with a single basin stainless steel sink, trash compactor, Fisher Paykel drawer dishwasher, Miele cooktop, Miele microwave, Miele oven, and GE monogram refrigerator freezers. So just off to the port side of the galley, we do have a day head. Down a few steps here, we will enter the owner's suite. The owner's suite on Tugnacious is equipped with a king-size bunk, there are 3 hanging lockers, 2 banks of drawers, a vanity area, walk-in closet, and access to the full head too. And through this door, we have the walk-in closet. This lift-up vanity was nicely designed. As you lift it up, the strip lighting will turn on. So here on the side of the owner's bunk, we do have an instrument panel and a VHF. This allows the operator, although he's down here in the owner's suite, to still stay connected. So moving forward, we will enter the owner's head. The head here is equipped with his and her sinks, nice deep medicine cabinets. The floors are heated and the towel bars are also heated. The shower in the owner's head has a frameless glass door, and the shower is lined with travertine. So one nice feature in this head is the separate toilet room. This door basically keeps everything isolated, and it's just a nice use of space. On the port side of the galley, we have the stairs leading down to the guest cabins. So we're now entering the VIP guest cabin. This guest cabin has a queen bunk. It has a vanity area. Again, it has the cherry wood with the charcoal and the maple, along with the contrasting wall covering, which really lightens up this area down here. And there is a gorgeous ensuite head as well. So leaving the VIP guest cabin, we're now going to enter the other guest cabin. This guest cabin is equipped with over-under bunks, and this works very well for this cabin. Both guest cabins down on this lower level are equipped with heated towel bars and heated floors. Aft of the guest cabins, we have the laundry room. This laundry room does have a door, so it can be closed off from the guests. We have full-size washer and dryer units and 2 front-loading freezers. So in between the washer and dryer, we have a Hoffele folding ironing board. This will slide out and unfold. While we're down here on the lower level, why don't we go into the engine room? The engine room on TUGNACIOUS is separated from the living areas by this watertight bulkhead and watertight door. This engine room here is truly a work of art. It has the best of everything from Headhunter water pumps, John Deere 500 horsepower main engine. It also has a John Deere 160 horsepower wing engine. There are 3 generators on TUGNACIOUS. These are all Northern Lights generators. 2 water makers, the Sea Recovery Aquamatics, Torrid 50-gallon water heater, which is also plumbed into the engine to recirculate hot water. The single engine layout on TUGNACIOUS allows for an amazing workbench with snap-on toolboxes. So here we have the John Deere 4045 wing engine. This wing engine serves 2 purposes. The first purpose is to run the hydraulic thrusters. The main engine also has a hydraulic PTO on it, but you'll be using the main engine for propulsion, basically at idle speed. And at idle speed, that main engine just doesn't have enough horsepower to give full power to the bow and stern thruster. So the way you would operate it is you would run this engine, the wing engine, up to about 18 or 1900 RPM in neutral. And then this wing engine basically acts as a hydraulic pump for the thrusters. So that gives you 100% thrust at the bow thruster and the stern thruster. And the bow thruster requires about 50 horsepower, and the stern thruster requires about 38 horsepower. So it really needs quite a bit of power to maneuver the boat. The second purpose of this wing engine is in the unlikely event that the main engine fails, this has a separate propeller. It's a Gory folding propeller, and this wing engine would be used to propel the boat, and it can push the boat at about 4.5 knots. TUGNACIOUS is equipped with 3 generators. These are all Northern Lights generators. This first one here in the engine room is 38 kW, and there are 2 more behind me in the lazarette. We have a 25 kW generator and a 16 kW generator. So it's basically triple redundancy. So here next to the Newtone central vacuum system, we have another watertight door, which will lead us into the lazarette. One thing Nordhavn really prides himself on are these battery switches and cable installation here. The electricians at the yard have just done an amazing job. Everything's very accessible, everything's labeled, and all the cable runs are straight, neat, and tidy as well. So here in the lazarette, we also have quite a few electrical components. We have the inverters, we have a few sub panels here. Behind this bulkhead here are all the batteries. The batteries are Lifeline AGM batteries, and they were actually just replaced with new ones about 1 month ago. Just after that, we have the AC shore power converter, which allows the boat to plug into a European environment or an American environment. So aft in the corner over there, we have the Glendenning shore cord retrieval system. Now this boat is fed by a 100 amp cord, so it is a bit larger and heavier, but that Glendenning shore cord retrieval system makes putting it out and putting it in quite easy. So here on the port side of the lazarette, we have the other 2 generators that we were talking about earlier. And then above my head here is the Bessonzoni passerelle. This passerelle will extend out about 13 feet aft of the transom and has up and down movement. And honestly, I think it's only been used once or twice on this boat. Then aft in the back corner over here, we have the compressors for the chilled water air conditioning system. So up this staircase, we'll have the pilot house cabin, and pilot house head. Follow me. The pilot house on TUGNACIOUS is a great place to be. You have 360-degree view. You have the latest and greatest electronics, Furuno and Time Zero. The owner of this vessel has been continuously updating the electronics up to probably about a month ago. You have all of your engine controls, autopilots, everything is redundant. You have your water maker controls, all 3 generator controls. This is a nice feature, but we have, basically this is our pump monitoring station. You have a diagram of the vessel here, and that will show you which pump is operating just by a little LED light lighting up. And it shows your bilge pumps and gray water, black water pumps. So when one of these pumps turns on, the LED light lights up, and when it turns off, the LED light goes off. We have 2 STID chairs. These are very comfortable, as well as this U-shaped settee with the high gloss charcoal table that is storage below the settee. And we also have a small drinks refrigerator, which allows the operator of the vessel basically to stay hydrated without having to go downstairs. So on the port side of the pilot house, we have access to the Flybridge through these stairs and this great workstation right here. There's storage, there's printer. These are all the manuals for every system on the boat. We also do our own independent manual that's individual for every boat, and that has a lot of great information in it as well, and that's on board. So in the aft section of the pilot house, we have 2 doors. Through this door, we have a full head, and through this door, we have the pilot house cabin. The pilot house cabin is equipped with 2 twin bunks, and these bunks will actually slide together, and this nightstand slides over, and this bunk becomes one larger full bunk. The head in the pilot house is unique as well. There is access through this door, which is in the main pilot house area, and then over here, 90 degrees, there's a sliding door, and so that could be this could be a private head to the cabin. This staircase here will take us up to the Flybridge. The Flybridge on TUGNACIOUS is just great. We have a U-shaped settee, teak table. The center leaf does pull out for easier access. We have quite a bit of storage here on the center. And then here forward, we have the STID chair. And then we have the control station as well. Now you have pretty much everything you do down below. So they're just it's a repeat station. So aft of the Flybridge area, we have the sun deck area. This deck is just an empty deck, but it's a great place for lounge chairs or those marine bean bags. It's a great place to hang out and be in the sun. Another unique feature that we added to TUGNACIOUS was this ladder here. This is a solid ladder, and it makes climbing up on top of the Flybridge hardtop much easier and safer. I really enjoy the Flybridges on the Nordhavns. They're set up so well, and after a long day cruising and anchoring, it's just great to come up here, calm down, have a cocktail, enjoy the sunset. It's just one of my favorite places on the boat. Once again, I'm Garrett Severin with Nordhavn Southeast. Thank you for joining us today on board the Nordhavn 76 TUGNACIOUS. If you have any questions about this boat or any other Nordhavn, please feel free to contact any of our offices or visit us at www.nordhavn.com.